We're here with Graham Barrow. We've been here before, you and me, haven't we, over the years? But it's a different situation this time. What can you tell us about the manager and how he is?
Well, it's a much more serious situation this time because obviously it's and it concerns somebody's health. It's really serious. I mean, I'm not trying to say that when somebody's been sacked it's not serious, but this is much more. It's personal to him and to his family. So. But I spoke to him this morning just before. He's kept in touch, almost from the operating bed, and which is typical of him. He's kept in touch with me and Andy, and he's feeling better, but he's not quite right yet to come into training. But we saw him yesterday, and he didn't suffer a setback, but he was really tired afterwards and that, and. I feel that he'll be back at some stage early next week, and possibly at the game tomorrow.
But we don't know in what capacity he's going to be there. But in the meantime, it's yourself and Andy who's going to be directing things, is it?
Yeah. But like I say, I mean, the three of us are in contact like we are before any game, and it's dead easy to speak to Warren. He's so accessible, even after something as serious as this. So, we got our finger on the pulse from early week, and he's got his points across what he wants, and we're just seeing it through.
It's unfortunate. It's a very intense period. Three really big games in 7 days. What can you tell us about how the team's shaping up for tomorrow?
Good, because I mean I know there's been maybe a little bit of discontent after last week's performance, but I think we've only lost one in the last 4, and if we carry on in that vein, it's going to see us, hopefully safe and staying up. I think we've just got to turn a couple of draws into wins. But I'm a big believer if you're not getting beat, that when you're trying to win a league, you may draw a few games, and then it's when you start to make that point count for a lot. When you start to get the 3 points, so if we can start to win, been in this position before. If we can get a couple of wins this week, then we'll be in there fighting.
And how do you approach these big games, this big kind of relegation 6 pointers? What's the kind of mentality that the guys need to approach the game?
We've just hit the nail on the head. It is the mentality that's got to be right. I was only thinking this morning, not always when you get put into this position start to think what you're going to have to say, because looking for somebody to say something, and it is the mentality that's going to have to be right. You look at the Burton game away. You saw probably in the first couple, I felt on the day, you felt in the first couple of minutes that the mentality was bang on, and I just felt we were going to win that game. I think it can be that significant.
So obviously in the dressing room you've got some fantastic experience, the likes of Steve Warren and Dan Burn and Jake Buxton, the guys who the leaders on the field that you need in a game like this, I'd have thought.
Well, they are leading the team. I mean, in fairness, touch wood, he's right to go on about it, but defensively we've been, for a club in our position, we've been quite sound. I mean, we're always competing. We're always giving ourselves a chance to win the game, and we've got to carry on doing that. And then if we give ourselves a chance, we've got to take that opportunity, and that's probably the most important thing we've got to do. Maintain the mentality that we've got and see it through. I mean, the performance at Fulham was outstanding the other week, but just right at the end, we just failed. And I have my own personal feelings about that we should have got over the line with something, and we have to do that in this next week.
Obviously tomorrow we're going to be backed by a big following, big Lancashire derby. That's the fans have got a role to play, haven't they?
They always have, to be fair, but I've always said to the players, I mean, go back to the game where at Cardiff when I had to take charge of that game, and I said about the Wigan supporters that day, if you give them something to shout about, they'll be right behind you. You have to show that. You have to show passion for the game and to win the game. If you do that, they'll be right there behind you.